Alright folks, this is the second night I've let these hides sit in this pickling solution. So we're going to check the pH balance one more time. And it stayed a pretty much a steady 0 to 1. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take these out. I'm going to mix up I'm just going to put some water and some baking soda in here, and we're going to put them in there. That way it'll neutralize the acid, and then I'm going to dry them out and I'll show you guys what we're going to do, so stay with me. Alright, so what we're fixing to do here is we're going to fill this tub up with water, and then I just went down to the Dollar General and just got some generic baking soda, but this will neutralize the acid from it sitting in the pickling bath. So let's mix this up. There's not really a recipe for this, I don't think. I'm probably just gonna put the whole thing in there. And, I mean, it wasn't that expensive, so let's see if we can break this bad boy open. Alright, baking soda is in. Now, I'll start taking these hides and just wringing them out the best I can. Get as much of the pickling solution out of them as I can. Give this sucker a good little stirring, and we're going to dunk them down in there. Just get them nice and mixed up. So you're just going to want to do that to each one of your hides. Boy, you can hear that baking soda mixture bubbling from all that acid. It's doing science, folks. Neutralizing acid. Wish I had these kind of science projects when I was in school. You know, tanning your own hides is just one of those things that's kind of like, unless you know somebody that does it, people don't really know how to do it really. So that's why I figured this would be a good little video to kind of walk you guys with me and show you guys what I do. And like I said, this is the first time I've ever done it, so I mean, I guess you shouldn't really be expecting nothing too professional, but we try. I don't know if you can see this on this coon. I'm not really sure why this happened. But right here on the tip of his tail, you can kind of see a little hair that, I don't know if you guys can see that on the camera. But yeah, some of his hair fell out, but hey, you do what you can do. Let's get these suckers down in that baking soda mix real good and deep like. So, hold on to your horses. I'll show you what the next step is here after these sizzle for a little while. Alright, so now that I got them all in the baking soda bath, I'm going to take them out, wring them out a little bit, get as much water as I can out of them. All on my shoes. Turn these suckers with the fur out and hope none of the fur falls out. And I'm just gonna hang them up here, let them dry for a little bit. And I'm gonna do it with the rest of them, so you get the idea. I don't know who all will be watching this video. I'm sure if it's on the YouTubes, there'll probably be people from Canada and everything else, and they're probably looking at these coyotes like, dadgum, what kind of coyotes are them? These right here, son, are hillbilly coyotes. They run around in the hills of the old Grandin. They're about not too much bigger than your small house dog. These things are great though. If you got kids, you can play puppets with them. You just have to be fighting over who gets to be the coon. All right, I'm gonna stick them up there, let them dry for a little bit. Probably try to break a blow dryer out here in a little bit and dry them up. And then we're gonna commence to putting the old tanning solution on them. Now what I'm fixing to do is I'm gonna take this bucket, rinse it out real good, make sure I got all the bugs and everything out of it. Oh, come here. I'm gonna fill it up. The good old palm olive. You get that at your everywhere store, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna douse this water full of soap and we're gonna give these hides a good little washing. Stealing the wife's dishwasher soap. One jug at a time. Now let me go get my hides. I'll be right back. Hold on. All right, folks, we're back with the hides. We're gonna stick them down there in the water. Now, I'm only gonna fill this barrel up probably right to there, and then we're gonna make a redneck washing machine. My wife probably wouldn't appreciate me using the real washing machine, so you gotta make do with what you got. But this Dawn soap, if there's any pickling solution or anything left on the hide, hopefully this Dawn soap will work and get it off. So hang in there, we're almost there. All right now, you boys thought I was lying when I said I was gonna make that redneck washing machine. Check this out. See, sometimes it just takes genius. Put that in your pipe and smoke it, Tonto. The cool thing about this redneck washing machine is I can even mow the grass while I'm doing it. Woohoo! I ain't ever been the smartest man in the world, but I do come up with some cool stuff. Ding ding. The wash cycle's done. And that's how you wash hides, folks. Pow! Alright. Now we're going to take the hides out. Nice and clean. Rinse them off. I'm going to lay them right here on this chair. Alright, now we're going to dump this bucket out in a discreet location because we don't want to kill the grass, you know what I'm saying? Oops. Now make sure we get all the soap out of it. I'm gonna come over here. This whole, come on. There you are. This whole staying wild thing ain't for everybody. But if it's for you, rock it, buddy. You only live once. Alright, now we're gonna let this hose run from the bottom. We're gonna set these furs back in there in some nice clean water. And we're gonna let that run for a little while. Rinse them furs off. Then we're gonna do it, man. We're just gonna do it. We're gonna I don't know what to say. I just feel all wild right now. Now, if your wife is one of them ones that are gonna kill you, which mine is probably, I wouldn't try this at home. But to speed things up, I got a little girl. I want to spend time with her tonight, and I don't really feel like being blow drying. Can you say hi to the camera? Can you say hi? We're gonna put the furs on a spin cycle on the washer, and hopefully that'll knock all the, all the excess water off and get a little bit of it, and then I'll throw them in the dryer on cool. All right, here we go. Hopefully this doesn't screw my washing machine up. Hopefully this spin cycle, ban all that water out of them. Alright, so the spin cycle's done. So let's see how these suckers, yeah, see it just kind of washed wicked all the water off of them. So now we're going to throw them in the dryer and turn it on a cool cycle for probably about 10 minutes or so. And then we should be ready to put some tanning solution on them. So, yeah, I've got this over on no heat. I'm going to put it on a delicate dry. Oh, that would make sense, folks. Oh goodness! Take it from me. The dryer wouldn't start because the door was open. Pay attention to them little things. Sometimes in life, they're the things that get you. So now we'll turn it back on to no heat. There. See? When you pay attention to what's going on around you, a lot of times it's just simple. It's you. You're a goofball. Alright, let's check on these suckers. It's been about 10 minutes. I think they're dry enough. You want to go put some tanning solution on them? Because I do. Let's go do it. Alright, folks. We're down to one of the last processes. So we're going to do this coon. I'm going to show you the process of doing it on this coon first, and then get the idea. Alright, so now you're going to want all the skin, or all the hide on the inside, and all the skin showing. Alright. Now get you a towel and just wipe the hide off, kind of pat it dry. It doesn't have to be completely dry because you ain't gonna do that. So just get it dry enough where it's not sopping wet. Golly, messing with these furs. Yeah. A funny, interesting fact about me is I'm allergic to deer dander. And I'm sure there's other dander, because I think these might be it. But when I get to skinning a deer, you can ask old Kyle or Logan or Ethan. When I get to skinning a deer, dude, my nose gets to running, my eyes start swelling shut. But hey, it don't keep me from doing it. I don't think there's hardly anything. Alright, so now what we're going to do is we're going to lay this hide out on the... I like to use, I'm using a little lid off of a container just so I can keep it as mess free as I can and get all the hide rolled out that you're going to want the tanning solution on. And so I can see right now there's moist. I'm gonna have to go through after I tan these too and just kind of cut off the imperfections of the stuff I didn't get completely off. But alright, so now we got this part of the hide out. So now what I'm gonna be using to tan these hides is, it's called Deer Hunters and Trappers Hide Tanning Formula. Bought it at F&T Trading Post, and it wasn't. It ain't one of them things that's gonna break the bank on you. At a decent price. It says right here that one bottle will do 2 medium-sized skins. So I'm hoping I can get a bottle and maybe a little bit more on these coons, and then maybe get the other one. But what I'm going to use is, I just went to Walmart, picked me up one of these little Arts and Crafts foam brushes. You're going to want to wear some rubber gloves when you do this, because you don't want to tan your own hands. Now, I just got an old bowl from inside the house. I'm going to shake this up just a little bit. And I'm just going to dump it in here. Do about half a bottle. Now you're just going to take your brush, get you some of this stuff, and just start coating the hide. Any place that there's skin, put the formula on there. And from what I've heard, it doesn't hurt to get it on the fur. So if you get some on the fur, don't worry about it. You just want to make sure it's nice and evenly all over the hide. Down the legs. The tail is one of the big parts you need to get too, because you don't want the hair falling out of the tail. So that little video I showed you earlier on how to split the tail, that's why you need to do that. Get right on the edges of this hide. Don't skip out over here. after we're done with this, we're going to let it dry. And then I'm going to have to show you guys the stretching process. Because I'm sure everybody's went into Cabela's or Bass Pro. Seen them hides they have for sale over there. I mean, they're soft, subtle, or supple, I guess that's the word. They don't start out like that. When you buy a hide from, say, Bass Pro or Cabela's, it's went through a stretching process. And a lot of furs that you buy on the market are stretched with like professional stretchers, which basically means you got to work this hide. Now when you're doing it at the house by yourself, the back of a chair, anything with an edge on it that you can just take that hide and stretch it. But I'm explaining it now, but I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. Hope my buddy that I'm doing these coons for gets to watch this. He's been wanting to get into taxidermy, and let me tell you, the buddy that I'm doing these for is about as good as they get when it comes to anything. Tinkering on stuff. He's a maintenance man down at the factory I work at. And he's been wanting to do his own taxidermy on his deer. And I think he'd be good at it. He's got a lot of patience. And that's what this kind of stuff takes. Just a lot of patience. But it's rewarding once you get it done and you do it right. You don't want to skip any of these steps. Now the one thing I will say is when I salted them, you may want to skimp out on leaving them on there so long. Because as you saw, the fox hide lost all its fur, and I pretty much destroyed that. But you want to make sure on the face especially, this is the part you really want to get. Dump me a little bit more in here. And you want to make sure you get all around the eyes, all around the lips. Make sure the nose is folded out. What are you doing, baby girl? You come to see me tan this coon? What are you doing, baby? Yeah, you see that coon? Don't put your hand up here and touch this. This is some nasty stuff. Yeah, nasty stuff. When this gets done, it's gonna look like them hides that are on the wall, boo-boo. Oh, you give me kisses? Give me kisses, boo-boo. Are you blowing on my coon? Yeah. You silly. Like I said, this tail part right here, you want to make sure you get as much tannin solution in there as you can. Dudo! You goofy, boo-boo. But I love you, because Daddy's goofy, ain't he? Yeah. No, you can't do this, boo-boo. This is something Daddy's got to do. Alright, so now I think we got a pretty good even spread on this hide. So now what we're going to do, we're going to take it, the way this coon's skinned, yeah, it's a coon, boo-boo. You know what that is. Alright, now we're going to take it and basically fold it skin on skin. Uh-huh. So make sure you get all the fur and whatever skin you got, just fold it over onto itself. And right here, we're going to take the tail. Well, no, we're not. We're going to leave the tail out. We're going to tuck it in there like that. Now we're going to start from the head and start rolling. And there you go. Now we're going to let this hide sit for 24 hours or more. I'd say right at 24 hours. I don't know what this says. Actually, it says 12 to 16 hours. So I'm going to try to take it out of the, unroll it tomorrow after I get off work. And it should be tanned. Then you just got to let it dry for a couple days. We're going to set that on the table right there. And that's how you do it. Now I'm going to get to working on the rest of these and try to get these knocked out. That way I can spend time on them. Alright, well, I'm finishing up this cow hide. It's the last one I got. You just want to make sure that solution gets everywhere, because it's an oil basically, and it penetrates the skin, and that's what soaks all the way through that skin and penetrates the hide. But I hope by doing this, a lot of you guys might not be interested in this kind of stuff, but those of you who are interested in this kind of stuff, I hope you enjoyed it. I mean, it's been an experience for me and you guys. First time for me. I hope that I can do it this year. I'm real excited to take you guys along with the trap line with me this year. That's going to be awesome. Trapping is just one of those things that after bow season goes out, man, there ain't nothing like getting on an old wild dog like this. When you roll up and see that sucker bouncing in your trap, you know you outsmarted him. Then you get to come home and you get to do this kind of stuff. But I'm just putting them in this little 5-gallon bucket for tonight, rolled up. But yeah, I'm kind of interested in seeing how this stuff works. I seen a guy on YouTube use it, old Coon Creek. I like to watch a lot of his stuff. He knows a lot more what he's doing. He does it for, he sells his hides and everything like that. But trapping's just like a lost art. A lot of people don't do it no more, especially the younger generation. And I'm sure there's a lot of young people that would love to trap. It's just a good way to monitor your predator population. I mean, one coyote can do a damage to a deer herd. I hope you guys enjoyed what I'm doing. I mean, I've spent a lot of time. I've made a special effort to try to bring you guys along with me. So let's hope this pays off, and hope we end up with 6 pretty hides. Thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned for tomorrow.